Spots through, sees the open door, tries to fire him with crosshair placement, already lined up, but doesn't get anything for it. Remember, the USP doesn't come with a lot of secondary ammunition, so he's got all of 25 bullets to work with. Fast plant, retake game onto A. The kit becomes a factor for Magisk. He sits back by the truck. Cajun's gonna have AZ to work with him, but FNX is still waiting. Still boosted, still trying to catch out in the middle to go behind them as the rotations come in. He's perfectly timed this as well. They're just getting to the top of highway. He's gonna swarm in, but the smoke's still down. They may not be seen right away. Instead, it's Henny in the sight, finds two. FNX does get the backstab, but Config turns to find him. And MSL taps bomb, trying to cause panic and concern, but unfortunately it leaves him dead. And Config in a 1 versus 2. Over top of the red crate already drops down, but spotted out. What a shot! Down goes Lucas, there's a chance. It's ticking faster and faster. The kid's still down from Magisk. He goes to the knife instead. It's all about the money. It's all about the money, but Steel says no. Right now, at least to put the pressure onto the B site.
What's the reaction here from the CTs? You can see that it's spreading out. Pretty standard setup for now. We're getting a little bit of information as MSL picks up the AWP, trying to get that frag back in return. That Molotov's going to land at his feet, though. Needs to be careful. He's going to take a lot of damage. Goes down at 23. And manages to avoid a final tick there. That could have been deadly for him. Flashbang going in. Still wants his kill, but actually ends up flashing himself. Crowd are enjoying that one. That's better.
We don't have any North American teams in the final. We got to get some plays, right, Henry?
Indeed.
MSL waits to try and find this opening shot, but unfortunately for him, patience doesn't pay off because if FNX slips out immediately after he backs off. And North's investment into this, with AZ getting steal, it gives them a bit of encouragement, but he's got to be very careful on MSL. He goes Heaven instead. If they can't find enough picks, especially if they lose this one, he's going to have to consider just give it up. And he unfortunately now left alive. Config in a 1 versus 4. The AWP was already found. The point I was getting to is he's gonna have to consider saving it and just rotating off to the A, giving up B before the bomb even enters. 17 seconds, very calculated from Immortals. They get the first pick early, they slow things down, they only lose one in the round. This is looking a great start, especially for the economy.
Jet, just good fundamentals of Counter-Strike there. Decent spawn towards B, FNX gets thrown the AWP. He's got a lot of confidence there to try and find that first pick. Cajun B, up and down in these sort of playoff stages of Counter-Strike. Sometimes has great performances, sometimes very quiet. That's going to rattle his confidence a little bit there.
Started hitting. They haven't really been forcing much out in terms of rebuys. So Immortals very, very comfortable. A tough order for North as well, especially facing a reset. Really, they continue to put aggression on the B side of the map. Really killing FNX is an encouraging sign from Cajun as he goes down to 11, but they have to be worried about the fact that MSL gets tagged up and they're nearly spotted out, thankfully for the smoke, to get to Sunroom.
There's Cajun B with the AWP towards the middle. They've got an advantage in MSL towards B storage as well. Smoke down for bolts, but he wants to try and challenge this. He's aware that there's a CT potential towards that Sunroom, but it looks like an A execution will be coming in eventually. Lucas and Henny controlling A storage, and Steel, he's ready by the squeaky door here. They have got smokes and Molotovs remaining as well, but they have got the man at disadvantage now.
Magisk is very important in this. Cajun has the op, easily can be smoked off if they don't. Great bonus, he has to hit the shot, but Magisk is the sway, the linchpin, because he has to cover out, especially if his teammate goes down. Nice jump shot from Henny, and he's gonna rotate in behind the red crate. Molotov's going down, gets in the open, and Henny finds, and they force it out. Very well played from Immortals. As the smoke back toward the truck means Daisy has to fight forward, manages one. This looks good. Config rotating over, only one kill, and MSL, it all to do, 1 versus 2. Bomb to be planted. Molotov won't reach. Bolts stay forward of it, and Henny's already got the shot. 6
Very similar to what we saw on the pistol.
MSL continues to try and take this fight. He's done hardly any, to be fair, damage to Bolts. MSL's on 15, he has to back away from it. It puts Config trying to slip through the smoke to get aggressive. That works wonderfully. He has to fall back now immediately. And as he does, that should encourage, as we already saw Immortals setting for it, a take onto the A site. Smoke will go down, cover off top, highway, flash to follow. Molotov, does it go fence or into quad? Doesn't matter because Magisk still has room to work. He's got bomb down, 2 for North, and Config follows it up. 2 HP for Henny, run and save the gun. They've got lots of money, we mentioned it, but this is a lost cause, no sense. Although, that said, reset coming in, every kill he gets is very important because it'll force out, and they try to throw a cheeky little pistol, make him turn. But they'll have to force out reinvestment. If they stay with 4 up, that's fine. You can almost let him stay, but it goes down after the time. That'll give him no money. Again, taken care of. Meanwhile, MSL continues to try and press. Not quite that lovely. That is amazing. 2 Molotovs in, nowhere to go. They know he's been playing there. Simple, we'll counter you out. He's got to stop being aggressive at that position at this point because he's not winning that battle. He's yet to win that battle.
Oh,
that is even more incredible through the wall. I didn't even think that hit. Config goes down, looks for another door to heaven.
Oh, they're just getting pulled apart right now. Those Molotovs were just so perfect there. And that shot from Henny, look at this, it's relentless. Cajun by himself manages to pick up a frag towards Bolts, but no commitment as of yet from Immortals. They'll be holding up, they've got Checkers control and seeing whether they can find this next pick.
Cajun's got to be aware of that too, toward Checkers, because he put the Molotov down to deny them entry, but Steel made it by, he sees it now. As the smoke goes out, lines up, headshot potential. Lucas is going to enter as well, tags on both of them, potentially kills further, but he drops bomb temporarily. 13 HP left for Steel. AZ, what's the call? You mentioned it, money's tight. He's pushing out through A main. They've yet to plant, so there's a chance he can at least make himself known and have a presence toward this. Or does he just set for exits at this point?
Just slow and basic CS coming in for Immortals here. Henny just playing lights out, performing in this first quarter. For now, it's fine because there's no one actually there from the CTs. Henny just so aggressive right now. He's in the zone and his teammates will be making their way towards B. Player in B storage as well. A lot to live up to here, MSL. Can he find a frag?
Arrive on the site with 20 seconds. MSL finds one though. He's in behind the boxes. FNX, turning around, gets saved by Bolts as he couldn't find Cajun B pushing through. MSL's got to go to the pistol. Low on ammunition, last alive, down to a 1 versus 2 and found 7 seconds. Had a chance if he took down Steel.
And a boost towards the box here. A little bit desperate at this point, but they're going to be pushing towards Squeaky Door as well. They do get a frag, something to work with. It's a 4-4, and Mage is stepping up. Finally, someone's going to find something here. It's going to be the bomb drop, but Config goes down at the same time. So does AZ.
North with absolutely nothing in this first half. The first map at that. We talked, you said too, I did say Immortals could play this map.
Yeah.
Unlike SK, they seem to have some understanding and grip on it. Working very well. I kind of compounded by the fact North's slow to start as well, but this is where the series really depends on the second map for North. If they can get it to Cobble, I think they still have a chance in it. Overpass, of course, getting down. Already inside of middle. Steel opens the door, tries to find information for it, but MSL that finally gets a kill. FNX goes down. That's over toward B. Bolts is trying to sell it. Because bomb is still inside of A main, and Bolts has sold it very well. He gets 2 kills, and it means Cajun goes back over to the wrong side of the map. However, A is working out because Magiska stepped up to find Steel. Lucas has the bomb alone, and he's in a 1 versus 3. Finally, a second round, perhaps. Flash goes out, goes too deep. That's going to give away Magiska in the corner, but doesn't matter. He still finds the kill. They will, and that's exactly the time, but nice trade. One op goes down, the other shows up, and FNX essentially wins the duel because, as we say, trades favor the offense, thins the defense out. They get less map awareness out of it.
Absolutely. The 4-on-4 is a scary prospect right now for North. The AWP has gone down. Still a minute to work with as well. Bolt holding towards Sunroom. A bit of a standoff between him and Config. The duel could come in momentarily. Config knows there's a heavy possibility Bolt is waiting for him. He's been their nemesis towards that side of the map. And from what I can see right now, I'd speculate the B split will be coming in. We still have a couple of smokes ready towards middle. Take away that vision from the CTs. And there's the bait out. Jumping across for FNX to try and get that opening pick. MSL there. Gets taken down once again. He's in no man's land. And the rifle as well. Bolt strikes once more. And just like that is the 4-on-2. Major and AZ with a huge task in their hands. No option to save here. It's the final round.
Still waiting to see if there'll be any further aggression, and AZ's gonna walk directly into this. Crosshair's already perfect, fires in a little early. Spots gun barrel, it costs him. So AZ gives them a chance on the retake. Lucas to plant the bomb inside of the site. And he'll have to sit on the platform. Bolts is gonna stay there as well, though. Low HP from Bolts. You'd expect him to try and find information sooner, but he's tucked in the corner. So it's a bit more difficult for him to spot for Lucas, whereas instead, he could do damage to AZ. There he goes down. That's the information, though. It works. Trades work.
And eventually, but 3 CTs. This is no retake. They're ready to challenge.
FNX down. Good start for North. Kenny, though, does pull one back. Still in behind quad. Can't get the reload done fast enough, and MSL finds 2. They'll swap immediately onto the USB. Bomb swung wide to take a duel, which is peculiar because if that goes down in that situation, it could be hugely problematic, but Config was still inside of middle, and Lucas, although finding him, is now the last alive. 1 versus 3 coming in from Truck. Spots Magisk immediately on the catwalk. No such magic to try and get a headshot into him, but still, he stands a slight chance in this. Has the kit picked up as well. Truck inside of the site, all 3 peek at once. That's quite good from North, and this gives them a chance.
At this point of the game, MSL smoking towards CT spawn. His teammates made their way towards highways, looking very promising so far, but there are 4 CTs on this side of the map. Config though, easy frag to open things up.
That's where they left highway open. That's why they had to be careful of it and consider it inside of the site. Steel tries very well. Gets 2, finds a 3rd. No. We mentioned losing the eco would be a disaster. It's a reality now because Cajun, he's got an AK, but he's got 3 to find. There's armor on Steel as well with 3 kills. He's picked up the AK in return. He's still inside of the site. Vision of the bomb. They've spotted Cajun B crossing. He now knows that they're back, he thinks, toward truck. It's actually bottom highway, so he doesn't quite have the information he seeks. And Steel's playing very smart, not peeking, now does. Cajun knows he's there, low HP, simple kill, but they're close. Oh, bomb out, 3 seconds, it's done. They don't have to peek. Round's over, he's got the first kill. It's done.
Down in return.
It's not 2 Deagle headshots in this. To be fair, he's had lots of time to work with the Deagle in this game.
Yeah.
Smoke off. Steel still behind it. One big pushing through, found.
It's the only AK as well.
Exactly, thank you very much for the weapon. He stays on the UMP. Tries to go back and find the AK inside of the smoke. Does eventually grab it. 4 playing onto 2. Armor on both because they had to go for something in this, but map point is around the corner for Immortals. And what a fast first map for them. What a first map in general for them, just the way they played this. They look very hot and ready to play that. You going to overpass?
The thing is that this is Immortals pick. Take what you will from it. We go into Overpass next. It's the best of 3 series. You've seen this happen many, many times before in big games. MSL does find a shot here. This round not necessarily over just yet, but the point I want to make is CSGO, as soon as this one map finishes, you just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and you're moving on to your pick, and that's when you know you can balance the series out. Bomb will be planted. 3-on-2 now. This round is still a possibility. Made this towards Forklift, MSL holding tight on the site, and we'll see whether they can do anything about this if they spot the first player towards CT spawn.
MSL considers the backstab coming in from A main. He's not wrong to assume so, but it's not that direction by which Henny approaches. It's down towards Squeaky instead. Just peeking out, gets the shot, but he's in the flames! Oh! What a shot on the Steel! He's left his sitting duck as Henny enters, but that's the information for MSL. He's got armor, and he's got a Deagle. He's got to play the time. On catwalk, as you mentioned, they're focusing on A, so that's a long rotation. So it's gonna have to be very efficient. At least 2 kills for the CTs on this entry, even though there are only 4 remaining. Steel stays in corner, Molotovs land, AZ nails Lucas immediately, Steel goes out. MSL finds that one, so no efficiency to be had, and a man advantage with a bomb down as they retake. But FNX, he arrives a lot quicker than I would have expected through mid itself. He'll cover off B tunnels, that gives less post-plant posture to the fact that they want to play on an open bomb. It's planted default. You can still peek out from the first doorway to spot it. And he trying to show flashy antics in toward the doorway. That only gives away the fact he's on heaven, but they know he's going to be pushing in. FNX spots AZ. Not spotted in the fact that he takes down. Flash comes through. AZ doesn't land the shots, and somehow FNX still wins the duel. As it pulls back now, the man advantage for Immortals, and they know exactly where. Oh, look at MSL go! He's got 3! I was going to say they know where Magisk is, but MSL...
Little box here. And a config, he finds another frag. That's towards B. He's by himself on that side of the map as well. It's all a ruse, though. He's trying to force rotations towards B. The CTs on A for now aren't having it, but he's done a very, very good job indeed, and they don't have to overcommit. They're waiting to see the CTs because they doubt themselves, and AZ, there it is, opening up that A site.
Spot from Bolts, tries to get more, but they shuffle back and forth. And AZ's able to do the damage. It leaves FNX this time alone, and Config already lurking in through B. He's gonna spot him.
Okay.
Reaction from FNX to turn around and take him down. Gives him a chance for escape. Does it give him a chance for the retake? No kits. Fancy's looking toward highway instead.
He fancies it.
I believe there's a kit down inside of the site near quad, so if he finds one kill here and isolates this, there is a real chance for him. He's going, he's committing, but AZ holds it.
To try and get this first pick for his team.
He's trying to line this up, but AZ has the first shot. Good re-peek. AZ spotted through the edge of the wall. Molotov's off Cajun as well. That forces him back away. And look at the inside of the smoke. Config, desperate to find an opening, has Lucas and Steel playing a 1-2 punch yet again. They found that kill before, they'll fall back, but this time it's the man advantage for Immortals to work with.
This is what we talked about in the pregame as well. Immortals so good at pincering the map there towards the A storage and B at the same time, finding picks, and now they have the 4-on-3. 1 round away from map point. This is a huge advantage, but Cajun B still alive, and he's hitting a lot of shots here on the T side. Bolts, if he faces towards highway, even Henny, he could be taken down. There it is, Cajun B finds it, and now it's a 3-on-3.
Bolts has to play from under fork, and he's gonna get pinched off from both sides. Smoke to isolate himself, that does leave him alive, but Cajun got spotting first. And run and gun with the Tech-9 bomb plant to come through for North. It's Magisk that will lay it down, but does he get in position fast enough afterwards? Cajun's found Lucas already, stealing a 1 versus 3. Molotov, kit, 2 flashes, no smoke for the defuse, and no chance to get that far. For whatever reason, North decided not to go that direction. Bolts is gonna be playing, they're gonna be playing all of them, Bolts especially toward truck, a retake onto the A site with a gun, so it becomes a pressured situation, a fast play, and MSL, he's so close to B. He's trying to fake this, but Lucas is already there. He thinks they're all gonna be here, though. Lucas is gonna try and execute trigger discipline, takes the first shot, now realizes no one's there. He's got the information fast enough, so immediately FNX rushes out from middle. guaranteed not to be B. They can fake all they like, but FNX will ride behind them. Down goes Magisk. Great information gathered by Lucas, and AZ gets to the site. Bolts is already pressing. He can't plant the bomb. He's got to go aggressive, find the kill, manages to do so. Molotov in default. They have to cover off the flank. Great find from Config, but AZ's low. It's 12 HP. They've come so far to pull it back to a tie, but can they take the lead? Bomb ticking, fast peek, and he doesn't land a shot. And a flash goes in toward Quad instead. AZ's able to dodge it, but gets caught by a pistol. And finally, Immortals pick up the rounds.
Finally, they pick up a round there. It took a bit of a novelty play towards that B side of the map. 2 players in that close box in B
See if they'll get
storage.
aggressive and try and get near the box to spot inside of the site. Changes his angle now as Config's backed off ever so slightly. It's overtime or it's all done. And if Immortals escape now in the regular rounds, nice shot from Henny. It would be a deep sigh of relief. And we mentioned North building back into this game for the sake of confidence. Sometimes it's worse to come this far back and still lose. It becomes a reverse mental game that falls upon them. Molotov down toward mid, no one playing at the sandbags. Don't be misled by the X-ray. Steal, he's over behind the box at Checker instead. And that means they get inside of middle, uncontested, but still a man down. They can try and lure them into traps. Sit upon this man advantage and set crossfires inside of sites, including that of Bolts toward the fence and FNX toward the truck position at the A site. So top of highway is achievable.
Yeah, this is actually looking pretty promising. Oh, wow.
That's amazing, though. That takes the crossfire out of it because they can let them up highway, and FNX needs to pull back in. But he only gets the 1 kill, and that means MSL with bomb gets in from A main instead. He'll plant. A little bit more open than he would have liked, perhaps, but it means they can get aggressive and hunt down FNX, who's still playing at the truck. And rather than going around the corner, Magisk is going to try and play this smart. Sit on the corner, but flashes out. Multiple opponents approaching. Steel gets the kill. Henny follows it on MSL, and down goes Cajun. Immortals escape death. It took a while, but they get there. And North now have to recover from this.